So a while back, I got Fortress Maximus, and I decided I was a little annoyed at the fact that his base mode didn't have a mode for, well, I mean, it has a base mode, but it didn't look anything like what the original Generation 1 base mode looked like. The legs were straight out here into here, and it looked pretty cool, but it didn't really look like a city. It looked like a base. It looked like a war base. I overall just wasn't happy with the way that looked. I also I did this. I made this formation, which I think a lot of people have done, which is pretty cool. It looks really good, I think. But I've always been a little upset about how stable it was. These two parts here will move back and forth. Wasn't really overtly stable. It's still, I made some modifications. It's still got a little bit of a balancing issue to it. But on the back side, it basically was just the open legs. Nothing really you could do there. I've also, you'll notice now, that since this was a big wide open space, I decided to make it into a bit more of a actual fortress look by adding blaster to it. Essentially, you can see that in there, I fit the square pieces into there, and I used the feet part to hold it in place. And that's really where things are supporting things here. Now, I'm not a real big fan of Blaster. I think they went too big in the scale. He should have maybe been Voyager size. The size of that bad boy there. But overall, it's a nice representation of the figure. But still, I think the base mode is a complete waste. I know I would never use it in normal terms, but I figured let's put it to use in some way, fashion, shape, to make it look somewhat like it worked with Fortress Maximus. So I did this. And you can stand our little minifigures in there. There's little peg stands. I can't get them on there right now, but at least the little minifigures will be able to stand in there if I needed them to. And they've got a little cannon area here from Blaster's arms, and the cannon area here from Blaster's arms, and the cannon area from the chest. And then, of course, a little crossover bridge as well. Overall, I think it helps stabilize this part and this part from spreading apart like that, because they tend to do that. Still doesn't quite stabilize the fact that, it's got that little bit of Humpty Dumpty wobble to it, but it gives it a little more solid strength in keeping everything together like that. I don't know, overall, I think it looks pretty good. If you want to take a look, we can even take someone such as Chrome Dome and throw him in there. And even that looks pretty good too as well. I'm not overly upset. I think it looks kind of good. But anyway, you may enjoy it. Hopefully it's something you enjoy for Fortress Maximus and Blaster, and overall I like it. Hope you do too.